Hello, everybody. My name is Seth Pearson. I'm the Director of Volunteer Services with Special Olympics Nebraska. Thanks for taking time out of your day to go over our coaches education policy that was rolled out in 2017, but there have been a few minor changes now in the summer of 2020, as well as our online options that we are making available for all of our coaches. So let's go ahead and get started. So first I'll just talk a little bit about our coaches education policy. So this first page just talks a little bit about step one is contacting the Sony office or completing a coaching interest form on our website. We are organized by region, and each region has two regional directors that manage and coordinate Special Olympics activity. Or many of you may already have a team that you're working with, and so already know who your which coach or which team, that you'll be coaching with. So that's good as well. Number two, you start working on the requirements to become a coach. So all volunteers that work directly with athletes will need to go and undergo a background check and also take protective behaviors training. So the volunteers that are working, like team volunteers, coaches, unified partners, if they are 19 years or older, then they will be required to take a background check. If they are less than 19, then they will not be required to take one until they turn 19. The protective behaviors training is for 16 years and older. So any of our team volunteers, unified partners, or coaches must take a protective behaviors training that expires every 3 years, starting at age 16 and then moving forward after that. Step three, attend or complete sport-specific training in the sport or sports in which you desire to coach. That will give you specific instruction in training athletes in a sport, as well as Special Olympics modifications to that sport. One change from our last coaches education policy in 2017 is this now must be completed within 12 months to become a certified coach in that sport, rather than the prior 24 months. And one thing to note here too, if you have received training for your sport through another national governing body course, or taken a sport-specific course through the NFHS or something like that, contact our Sony office, as we, as a program team, will vote on approving or denying the request of you using that sport-specific certification. Many of you are already coaches in high school, or for college teams or whatever. If you've been coaching and you've already taken other courses, please let us know, and we can work with you to figure out what you learned, figure out what that training looked like to see if that would count as a substitute to one of our options. But we do want to make sure that we are offering what we can as well for coaches that maybe have not had those resources. And then number four, start studying. Plenty of training materials ready for anyone interested in coaching to learn more about the sport in Special Olympics Nebraska. We have related materials on our website, including roles, coaching guides, and other stuff like that. So I'll go quick over our incentive program. So we have 2 levels now with certification rather than our prior 3 levels. Level 1 would be receiving coaching training online with one of our online options. Level 2 would be an in-person training that we do offer for several sports every year. Level 1 certification would result in a Sony Coach t-shirt here. Level 2 status will result in a Sony Coach credential and a clipboard/planner/whistle. You will also receive written certification for a sport in which you receive training. So here now, we have the different trainings on the left side about the length of the trainings, format, if it's just completing a form, filling out a form, or if it's online or whatever. And then we have different options here. So we have the Class A or Category A volunteer here, unified partner here, the head of delegation here. Then we have our level 1 and level 2 certified coaches here. So one thing to note is this 19 or older here, in these 3 all apply to when those people become adults in the state of Nebraska. So that would be when the background checks apply here. So once one of our volunteers, our unified partners, our coaches turn 19 years old in the state of Nebraska, they are required to have a background check through our website, which is free for you to take, as we cover the pay, we cover the charges for that. And then I'll just jump through here. Just kind of goes through the different forms. Protective behaviors is required for everybody. Concussion training is required just for coaches or HODs here. We just go ahead and look through this. Our different sports-specific trainings online, required every 3 years, would make you a level 1 certified coach. And then every 3 years for the in-person training would make you a level 2 certified coach. Another thing to note is that practicum hours upon first time being certified in a sport is 10 hours, and there's a form for that. If you are being recertified, you are not now required to have 10 hours of practicum hours, as you would have already been coaching your team and don't need to resubmit an additional 10 hours of practicum hours. Lastly, on this coaches education policy page, as I mentioned, coaches are to become certified in their respective sports within 12 months of becoming a coach, unless otherwise approved by the SONY program committee. Was previously 24 months, but is now 12. Minimum requirement to coach a specific sport, with the exception of equestrian, is level 1. That does require a level 2 certification to coach. HODs that also coach will be required to complete the coaching certification as well, just like the other coaches that are required to complete the coaches certifications. And then again, if you do receive training from a different source that's not Special Olympics Nebraska or the NFHS, please just complete an application. Let us know in our office. Let myself know or one of our other staff members, so we can go ahead and approve or deny that request if we feel that it has an appropriate level of certification based on the training received. Now I'll just go to this PowerPoint here, which will go over our Special Olympics Nebraska track and field specifics. So this is a PowerPoint. This is the online training option that we are now rolling out. So this shows that for each sport, shows the main point of contact here. This is the director of sports competition is the main point of contact for track and field. Also shows the timeline, February through May, for summer games, as well as here kind of lays it out by month, what it looks like. We do have 4 regions: the West region, the West Central region, the East Central region, and the East region here in the state of Nebraska. We talk about our national governing bodies. We use sports Special Olympics sports rules that govern our competitions. And we go over just some different things: uniform requirements, tips on proper attire, general statement from our office as a staff of Special Olympics Nebraska. And then we just have some different things here going over our athletics category descriptions, talking about what Category A, Category B, C, D, and unified team competitions look like. Here are the different events offered through here, and just does a really good job of going through the sport-specific training for. This is an example of track. We'll have other sports as well. Talks about the different rules for each event by event, track events, running long jump, standing long jump. And then if we just keep scrolling down here, there are different pictures available as well, just to reference, learn some information from, and does a really good job of that. And we have also SONA Special Olympics North America track resources guide here available for you to go ahead and reference. It has a lot of this information, but is really good to reference for you. One thing I skipped over that I'll really note real quick is that we will incorporate different YouTube videos at the end of certain pages. So for example, this is a clip to a shot put video that would be good to reference. some of these. Here you go, proper takeoff technique, establishing the approach. Just a good way to break up the training and give you visual options as well, since it is an online training. Now, if we go ahead and scroll to the end, once you've read through all of the information, watch the videos, then you're ready to take our quiz. So what we have here is a Google Forms page, which is where you will complete your quiz. So if you click on the end of that, you go ahead and fill out this information. I already have it filled out with office information. You go ahead and fill out the delegation, the address, all of that good information. Once you click next, it does take you to this next page, which gives you, this is a 15-question quiz, just going over the information that you just read and just learned. So go ahead, you read through all this information, you read through the quiz. Please feel free to reference your prior video, your prior presentation, just to go ahead and read through that information, check for answers if you're not sure. Then you go ahead and read through all of these quizzes, or this quiz, all the questions. And then once you get down to the end and you've answered all the questions, then you go ahead and click submit. When you click submit, it will send a notification to our office that we will be able to see how you scored. There will be, if you did not score high enough, then you will be asked to take it again. And when you do complete taking the quiz, it will show you which ones you got incorrect, which is a good reference. So please make sure you note which ones you got incorrect so you can use them moving forward. So that's what our quiz looks like. And then here's our website. So I just wanted to quick show you how to get to our coaches resourcing page. So if you're on our Special Olympics Nebraska, SONY.org page, and you scroll over sports, if you go down to coach resources here, go ahead and click on that. You scroll down, this is our coach resources page, which will show any current information and different resources available for our coaches to take, that we invite our coaches to take. The information will live on here, our sports-specific trainings, and all that good stuff. So want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Really appreciate all of you for everything that all of you do. Please feel free to reach out to our office should you have any questions, if you want clarification on anything or anything like that. We're always here to help you. So again, thank you for taking the time to watch this video today. Look forward to offering up more online trainings for all of you, and look forward to seeing you all at our events. So thank you so much and have a good one.